Welcome back, everybody, to Let's Play Mario Part 3. Super Mario Land Part 3, actually. I'm your host, DaveyGB, and welcome. We are in World 4-1, which is... I'm gonna say, even though I know it's Japanese themed, but to me this always reminds me of like Chinese mythology and stuff like that, like Chinese era type stuff. I don't know if anybody's seen what was that Jet Li movie where he started his own karate type like martial arts, and it's set in like the 1900s, and all the major powers in the world, the US, France, England, Japan, were all pushing China around, and like there's like such great hatred of China. But yeah, this kind of reminds me of that, even though I know it's Japan, but the music and just the music reminds me of like Chinese stuff, so. And I love the trees in the background. I think that's a really nice touch. I always wanted to go to China. Don't get me wrong, Japan would be pretty sweet too, but it's so expensive. But I think China would be pretty sweet also. There's got to be something here, no? Oh. Alright, I made it. And I believe this is the last stage of the game. So, after this one, this Let's Play is over. Which is actually kind of sad, though, because you would think they would try to cram more into it. I don't know, maybe they did, and this was just limitations of it. Or maybe because, you know, it was like they're just testing out the limitations of the Game Boy. They didn't want to make a long game. Kind of like something that you can just play on a quick travel or a quick flight. Because I remember the commercial when I was a kid of how the Game Boy was, and there's these two guys on a plane, and the one guy is like he's bored out of his mind, and the other guy's playing a Game Boy, and it shows you all the cool Game Boy games you can play, like Super Mario Land, Tetris, Dr. Mario. I think there was a soccer game too and stuff like that. Yeah, because the guy was bouncing a ball in his head. The guy was bouncing a soccer ball in his head to kill time on the plane. And it was just like, he was just doing that, and the guy on the Game Boy was saying, like, playing the game, and they showed all the clips of the games. And there was, like, F1 Racer 2, which was a pretty awesome F1 racing game for the Game Boy. And the guy was like, oh, you really got... And the guy was, like, totally checking out his Game Boy. And it was, like, the old school gray brick. And I don't know why he died. That's a shame, but... And it was, like, the old school Game Boy, the big brick. And the guy was like, you really have to get one of these. And then he was all like, aw... And it's true. Oh, God damn it! Part of my language, but yeah, it was like that, and that's like the very first like Game Boy commercial I remember, because that was an awesome Game Boy commercial. Because it's true though, right? See what the? I was trying to do a run jump, people. I was just trying to do a run jump, but that is like. You know what? I'm not gonna do the run jump anymore. I think that's it. And I know my emulator kind of goes slow, then it goes fast, stuff like that. I don't think it's the emulator. I think it's my capturing software that I use. But yeah, like I remember that commercial just because of like bastards. Just because like it just totally captivated me as a kid, because it's like by the makers of the Nintendo. And I was like, sweet. But if you ever like look up the history on the guy who made the Game Boy, like he was a freaking genius. He came up with the whole idea about the Game Boy, and Nintendo loved it, and it became such a huge hit. Then Nintendo decided to get into the whole virtual reality type thing of video games. and he was the guy that made the Virtual Boy. And they rushed him on the project, and he said it needs more time. Nintendo was like, no, it doesn't need more time, ship it now. And he did. And it was the laughing stock of the video game industry. And people were complaining how painful, like, and how much it strained their eyes and stuff like that. And how, like just bad it was and stuff. But, like, Nintendo forced him to, like, rushed him on it. They didn't give him enough, like, time to actually make it. Because he wanted to be, like, full, like, virtual reality, right? Like, but anyways, what happened to him is that they fired him. They told him to quit to save his dignity. And so he did. And so the guy who made the Game Boy was forced to quit because of corporate incompetence. And he went on to produce his own handheld video game system called the Wonder Swan. I don't know if any of you guys know that, but he's the guy that made the Wonder Swan. And he died in a horrible car crash. Now, I don't know if it was an accident. I don't know. But if your top guy that made the Game Boy for you, made billions and billions of dollars for you, you fired him and he made his own video game system, another handheld to compete with their Game Boy, would, I don't know, that just kind of sounds fishy to me. That he would just die in a related car accidents. I don't know, maybe Nintendo killed him, I don't know. I wouldn't doubt it though. Big companies, like, big corporations are just, like, what companies do is just disgusting, really, what they're able to get away with. And that's a disgusting move right there. Darn. Well, thank goodness I had all those lives. Oh, darn. Sorry if I'm dying a lot in this video, you guys. But I want you guys to know, though, this is a 4-part video, so it's not going to be like 30 parts. So, which I wouldn't doubt this video would have gone on for if I didn't, like, you know, if I wasn't lucky. Damn it. I hate those snakes. Like, why are there snakes at a Chinese level? Like, shouldn't those snakes have been in the Egyptian level? Like, come on. Anything up here? Come on, no hearts, no hearts. Alright. Now I'm moving. And those, like, little walking fire plants you see are, like, from Super Mario, like, Brothers 2. This game's very awesome, actually, and it's, like different enemy characters it has in it. Like, the selection is actually pretty sweet. The only thing that really pisses me off, though, are those freaking snakes. Those snakes are horrible. And no, I'm not going to reference Snakes on a Plane, because that was just an awful fucking movie. That was a close call. Ooh. Damn it. Oh. Why'd I do that? What the hell, Bullet Bill? Like, seriously, what the hell? Oh. Oh well. And this is the last stage of Super Mario Land, everybody. Notice the upbeat music, pretty much like from the water, the submarine level, and now your enemies are birds. And I believe other planes too. Let's see, birds. Yeah, there you go. There are the other planes that fire the Bullet Bill rockets at you. Mario kind of looks like Snoopy here, I find. Those Bullet Bills become a pain, though, trust me. I'm not going to get a game over, you guys. I swear to freaking God, I'm not going to get a game over. Oh, wait. Yeah, those are like the little star things that the little like flashing air bombs I was telling you guys about that weren't in the water level, but were actually in this level. My apologies for getting that wrong. But you gotta admit, though, for like a guy who hasn't played this game in like 10 years, that's pretty freaking awesome. Like remembering that stuff. Man, Christmas is coming up. Like, it's just zooming by us. Well, zooming towards us. Oh, sweet coins. Come on, one up. Come on, one up. Sweet. And we're coming up near to the end of the video soon, which is going to suck to end this LP, but it'd be good to send the bad guy to an eternal slumber in DaveyGB's books of being put down by DaveyGB. Back when I was a kid, there used to be a saying for beating video games, and it was like rapping. Like, I rapped a game, or I conquered a game. That's what we used to say with Nintendo and stuff like that. Like, oh, I totally rapped that game. So I think it's time for me to end the video and let go of my nostalgic past. With that said, here comes a brief glimpse of the main bad guy in Super Mario Land 2. If you see the box art for it, you can see him on there. I don't even know his name. I forget his name, and I don't feel like looking him up. But he was just some like minor villain that like only had the appearance of one like Mario game. That was it. Kind of like Ward in Super Mario Land 2, Super Mario Bros. 2. Which is kind of sad though, because like I really wish they would bring these characters back, and I know they're gonna like someone's gonna say, "Yeah, but they were brought back in Mario Bros. Tennis," but I don't play Mario Bros. Tennis. I'm not into Mario Bros. Tennis, so, and I haven't really played Mario Party at all in a while, so that's just me. And I died, so stay tuned for part 4, you guys. This is DaveyGB signing off. Good night.